Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're doing swell. I know I am, because we are going to talk about, for the next 30 minutes, this Super X figure. Just kidding. We have some Movie Monster series. Oh, I dropped one. How embarrassing. There we go. Oh! This should have been left on the cutting room floor. This is unprofessional of me, and I would like to apologize. Now, anyway, 3 Movie Monster series figures that we are discussing in detail, I guess, as much as I feel like it. We have the 1984 poster, the movie poster version. It's that unique. Then we have the burning Millennium Godzilla from the short film of last year, Godzilla Day. I forget the name of it, but it has the sequel coming out this year. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Anyway, and finally we have not Geigen. I'm just butchering it this morning, ain't I? It's not even the morning. Well, technically it is. It's 1 in the morning, but at this point it might as well just be nighttime. I'm fucking it up again. Just keep it pushing. Starting off with a 1984 poster version, it gets its own box. That's how cool it is. There's no card, just a box. So if you want a card, cut one of these images into a smaller flat rectangle. But yeah, there's the box. There's all the legal stuff that prevents you from suing any company involved in this. Now here's the figure. All in all, jokes aside, this figure is actually very nice. When it comes to these Movie Monster series dynamic poses, I believe that's the phrase they use to describe this line. I kind of fallen out with them. There's a few I like, but most of them I just kind of avoided. This one, though, I thought looked pretty cool just as a standalone 1984 figure. So I went ahead and picked it up. And again, it comes with the Super X, which is really cool. And yeah, I'm very pleased with it. I have one little nitpick, and that's the head does not turn. It's stuck. It's pretty much glue sealed. I'm sure there's a way I could break it. I don't want to do that. I'll leave it as is. But out of the box, that's the only nitpick I have. Other than that, everything looks great. It's what you expect from a Movie Monster series figure, so I'm not going to explain in detail every point of articulation. You could probably guess what it is, besides the one area that I just said I had an issue with. But yeah, it looks cool. And I noticed this while filming. There's little notches in his armpits and also on his arms. So which is really cool, because so when you want to pose it, if you want that, I guess, near perfect pose, like right there, that matches the poster, that's how you do it. That's how you know you have them in the right spot. So that's really cool. I noticed that while filming, and it was a nice little treat. Thank you, Bandai. You get one in the good bucket. Anyway, here's the Super X, and yeah, very shiny, very cool. I like that they're doing a few vehicles with these Movie Monster series. I'm very happy with that. Here's a side-by-side with the normal 1984 figure. This one stands a bit taller. I don't know why they always made that 1984 very hunched, but it is what it is. There's a Cybot on the left, which I think is the definitive best Godzilla Return of Godzilla figure, in my opinion. This new figure obviously copies the same head, because I'm pretty sure in the original movie poster it is the Cybot that's on the cover. So I think that's why. I don't know. But there he is. He's dancing. How nice. And yeah, awesome figure. Very happy with it. Up next is the Millennium Godzilla Burning Edition. If you have seen it, every Godzilla Day in November, they do a little short film. And last year, they introduced this new version of the Meyer Goji. I guess is another term people use. And if you don't know, I've said it like 1,000 times. It's my favorite suit. I was happy to see it come back, which is kind of funny, because also if you've been on my channel before, you know. Okay, so yeah, this version of Godzilla is my favorite design. Top design. I love it. My most hated design, though, one I'm just kind of tired of seeing, is Burning Godzilla. And what Toho and Bandai did here is they meshed the two together. So I have my favorite suit combined with attributes of my most hated suit. And when I say hated, understand, Burning Godzilla, from a merchandise standpoint, has been done to death in my eyes. So I just get tired of seeing him. It's still a unique Godzilla design overall, but yeah, it's not one of my favorites. I think I'm pretty burnt on it. So no pun intended. But here we are with my favorite suit, with have a Burning edition, and it's cool. It's cool. I'll give it that. Here's some side by sides with all 3 of the newer. These are the 2.0 versions, by the way, if you didn't already know. Yeah, so it's a cool design. Out of the 3. It's still probably my least favorite, being honest. I like the traditional design all the way on the left, and then the blazing is my favorite overall. This burning one, it's cool. like, I don't want to make it sound like I don't like it, because yeah, it's not that I hate it. But out of the three, it's just not one of my top picks. That's just me. Some of you might be like, yeah, you know what, Danny? I see. It's okay. You have that opinion. It's okay. It's okay. Share it. Others might send a couple death threats my way because I said that. God forbid. Finally, we have Megalon Rex. I think that's what the Rex is like. Part of the I think the studio that does. I don't fucking know at this point. I'm just spewing out information. There's no fact checking going on here. I don't do scripts. I'm not looking this shit up. I don't know. As far as I know, there's a different name for this Megalon. But again, from another Godzilla day, they did an animated short. The smaller studio did it, and they have their own modern interpretation of Megalon. It is really cool. I really enjoyed those shorts. If you have not seen them, I believe they're still online. They did Gigan the first time. They have a unique Godzilla design. And here's the Megalon. And this is the flying edition. And I almost forgot about this figure because it got announced. I was like, oh, cool. And then, like, months passed and I didn't order it. And I was like, oh, wait, I forgot that exists. I should probably get it before I can never find it again. So here he is. The wings do move more than what I'm showing right here. But I'm just kind of mainly showing the details. They look nice. There he is kicking the Godzilla, the poster version, because get out of here. It's his turn to have the camera spotlight. Here's the side-by-side with the original release, the normal Megalon, not flying, just the walking version. And awesome design, awesome figure. I'd love to see a really articulated version of this. But for now, these suffice. It's really cool. It's great to see Megalon have a sort of modern redesign, since he's one of those Showa Kaiju that is kind of just dormant. We're just stuck with the one design pretty much. So it's nice to see that, well, that we're actually technically not stuck with the one design. We have another one here. So they did a good job. Good job, everyone involved, including whoever packaged this and warped my wing a little bit. That's okay, everybody makes mistakes. I'm not saying that, they need to throw you into the streets, but, maybe just, a little bit more. Let me get some air flowing in there. That way it doesn't warm up in my box and it just starts warping my soft vinyl figures. You knew what you were doing. All in all, these all get a thumbs up. They're all good. Like I said, my only nitpick with this 84 was the no movable head. And then Megalon was great. And the Godzilla, it's good. It's just not my favorite, but it's still a solid figure overall. And if you're into the burning designs, I think you'll really like this. It is a little bit of a pricier figure, Bandai being Bandai, and being like, it's special. It's I don't know if it's a premium, but fuck it, you know how they just upcharge right now. All these figures, there's no consistency. One of these can be like $30, and the other one it's like fucking like $80 for some reason, because fuck it, why not? Someone's gonna pay that much. You gotta be a little selective with your figures, okay? Anyway. Great figures, happy times, and it's good to be back in the Movie Monster series line. I kind of been out of it for a minute. Some of them I kind of thought I was going to order, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm just kind of the way I'm looking at collecting now is changing. So some of them I just kind of passed on, and I hope there's more coming out and more unique ones that draw my attention. I don't want to skip out on all the Movie Monster series, but we'll see what they release. I'm sure there'll be some cool stuff coming, but. In all seriousness, dude, some of these prices are kind of out of whack when it comes to Movie Monster series. Some of these are hitting like that $80 price, and it's like, okay, I get like the highly articulated figures and stuff, but some of these are still just like soft vinyl. I don't know the business end of it, but it is what it is, I guess. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. But we're not done yet. We have this. This I saw at Target probably about like a month ago. It's been sitting off to the side. But I wanted to show it. This is the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror King Homer figure from Jakks Pacific. If you know I collect Mario, Sonic stuff, they do that. Jakks does that too. So I trust the quality of this figure. And I'm not the biggest Simpson guy out there. I know like surface level, and even then it's pretty light. But I enjoyed it. I watched the Simpsons movie when I was a kid. It was fun. I know who Homer is, and I know who King Kong is, more importantly. And I saw this at Target, and it was on clearance for like $7. So I'm like, fuck it. And because of the Stan and Marge, so I'm happy with it. It was a cool find. One of those that you don't expect to see, and because I went outside in public, into society, I found a little trinket, a little gold nugget, I guess you could say. So I got lucky. Awesome. So anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all next time.